Attention passionate Cleveland Browns fans. A major update has just come straight out of the AFC North. That could completely change the course of the season. Something big is unfolding and it could have a direct impact on the Browns' path toward yet another possible Super Bowl run. We're talking about a major shift in the balance of power within the Division 1. That could cause one of our main rivals to take a serious fall in the coming years. But before we dive into that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family. Let's help each other get to 1,000 subscribers. Share it with your friends. Now let's get to the facts. Over the past few seasons, this franchise has gone through a roller coaster of emotions, from the highs of playoff appearances to the lows of injuries and setbacks. And now, as we approach the 2024 NFL season, all eyes are on one player, Deshaun Watson. The question that's on everyone's mind: will he be able to return to form? Will he help propel the team back to the postseason, and who knows, maybe even beyond? But the reality is, Watson's injury history and the current state of his recovery are casting a long shadow over the Browns' future outlook. Let's take a step back and break down what's been happening. Deshaun Watson, a quarterback known for his talent, arm strength, and playmaking ability, has had a rough ride since arriving in Cleveland. His arrival was supposed to mark a new era, a chance for the Browns to finally break their playoff drought and make a legitimate push for the Super Bowl. But his time here has been defined by injuries, suspensions, and questions surrounding his performance. Since joining Cleveland, Watson has played in only 19 games across 3 seasons. That's less than what fans had hoped for, especially considering the massive investment the Browns made to get him. Deshaun Watson may be healthy enough to play at some point this season, but it's still unlikely that he'll take the field. For the Cleveland Browns, Watson is recovering from an Achilles tendon injury. He initially suffered the injury in October against the Cincinnati Bengals. He re-injured the Achilles tendon in January during his recovery, requiring another surgery. Despite the setback, Mary Kay Cabot of Cleveland.com reported that Watson could be ready to practice sometime in October. Cabot clarified that statement during an appearance on Baskin and Phelps on 90.3 The Fan. "What I meant with that phrase is that some sources said he might be ready to practice in October, but it's still unclear whether the Browns would even consider activating him that soon after a second Achilles tendon surgery," Cabot said. "So I think there's a little speculation. Deshaun is optimistic that he can do it. He's throwing passes now to some receivers at the facility. I think there's a very strong chance Deshaun Watson won't see the field this year, right? Now, they have 4 quarterbacks competing for playing time, and I think they'll go through all 4 before putting Deshaun out there. So unless something really drastic happens, I don't see it happening this year. I think they'll likely take a cautious approach. Watson's future in Cleveland remains uncertain, and an insurance clause tied to his fully guaranteed contract could add another layer of complication. The Browns have an insurance policy on Watson's contract that would help them recover a significant portion of his salary and cap space if the quarterback is deemed physically unable to play due to the double Achilles rupture. But if Watson is medically cleared, the situation could quickly become controversial. If he gets a clean bill of health, it's going to complicate Cleveland's plans this year. They'd love for him not to play, said Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk recently. They have insurance in place in case he can't play because of the Achilles, which he tore twice. They'd get a lot of money back, recover plenty of cap space, and truthfully, they don't really need him. They have 4 quarterbacks. Watson is under contract through the 2026 season with a fully guaranteed $130 million deal. But the team seems to be preparing for life without him, with veterans Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett and rookies Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders in the quarterback room. Cleveland is likely to move on regardless of Watson's health status. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson makes personal announcement. Originally reported by The Spun, with just 2 months left before the NFL season, Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson had a personal update to share. The Browns acquired Watson in March of 2022 and immediately signed him to a 5-year, $130 million contract. He has not lived up to that deal, that's a fact. In 19 games with the Browns, he's completed 61.2% of his passes for 3,365 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Another issue for Watson is his health. He suffered an Achilles tendon rupture in Week 7 of the 2024 season. The veteran quarterback tore the Achilles again during the rehab process. The Browns are not expecting to have Watson available at any point during the 2025 season. The expectation is that they'll start the year with either Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett, of course. There's still a possibility Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders could show out during training camp. While all four quarterbacks get ready for a battle in camp, Watson is enjoying life with Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Jillian A. As for Watson's career as an NFL quarterback, no one really knows what the future holds. What we do know is, he's not ready to retire. Everyone is doubting me, Watson said. Nobody believes in me. Nobody thinks I can be who I used to be. But I know and I believe in the work I've put in. I believe in myself, in the peace I've been channeling these past few months. I know I'm going to come back way better than before.